something is happening with Chiquita right now. Some fans think the way YG has been presenting her is not appropriate for her age. Others say she has grown up and she knows what she wants. Both sides have a point. But the real question is, where is the line between artistic freedom and what is actually appropriate for a 17-year-old? This conversation didn't start recently. It started the moment she was introduced to the public. She was 13 years old in her introduction video. 13. And even then, before a single debut stage, before a single music video, fans were already raising questions about how she was being styled. The makeup, the look, the way the visuals seemed designed to present someone older than she actually was. At the time, a lot of people dismissed those concerns. She was just being introduced. It was early. Maybe it would settle down once the group actually debuted. It didn't settle down. When Batter Up dropped in November 2023 and Chiquita was 14, the conversation came back. When specific choreography choices and camera work surfaced in 2024 and 2025, the conversation came back louder. And now, following BABYMONSTER's world tour, it's the loudest it's ever been. What's driving this is not one single incident. That's the part that matters. It's a pattern, a series of creative decisions made over time across multiple projects that a significant part of the global fan base has looked at collectively and said, "This is not okay." The concerns showing up across fan communities right now are consistent and specific. The first is choreography. The argument isn't that Chiquita can't handle demanding choreography. She clearly can. The argument is that certain movements, in certain contexts, are not age-appropriate for a 17-year-old, and that when a production team designs a performance knowing it will be filmed, distributed globally, and watched by millions of people, they have a responsibility to think about who is performing it and how old she is. The second is styling and costuming. This comes up repeatedly, not as a one-off incident, but as an ongoing critique. Fans have pointed to multiple occasions across different eras where Chiquita's outfits were considered too mature, too revealing, or simply not practical for the intensity of BABYMONSTER's performances. The concern isn't about fashion as a concept. It's about whether the people choosing what a 17-year-old wears on a world tour stage are making those choices with her comfort and safety as the priority. Specific camera and production choices have drawn criticism for the way they frame Chiquita during performances. These aren't subtle observations. They are things fans have documented, clipped, and shared widely, and the reaction has been immediate and strong every time. None of these are unconventional opinions. These are mainstream conversations happening on major platforms across international fan communities simultaneously. And what makes them significant is that they are coming from fans, from people who love this group, not from outside critics looking for something to attack. Now, let's talk about her. Because in the middle of all of this, it's easy to lose sight of the actual person. She was born on February 17, 2009, in a city in northeastern Thailand, far from Bangkok. Not a place that appears on K-pop maps or gets mentioned in idol bios very often. She grew up there, attended a local school, and by all accounts had the kind of childhood that was busy in every direction. She started playing the flugelhorn at 6 years old. If you don't know what a flugelhorn is, it's a brass instrument, close to a trumpet, the kind of thing that requires a very specific discipline and patience that most 6-year-olds don't have. She had it. She also did taekwondo as a kid, and at some point, dance became the thing that stuck the most. Her family supported all of it. The kind of family that doesn't just tolerate a kid who wants to perform, but actively shows up for it. And then there's her older brother. His name is Copper, and he went on to debut in the Thai boy group Buzz. So this isn't a household where one kid had an unusual dream. It's a household where both kids ended up as professional performers in 2 different countries. Before YG, Chiquita found her way into a dance cover group called Red Rose. Red Rose wasn't a label or a professional setup. A group of Thai kids who loved K-pop and were too passionate about it to just watch from the outside. Her role model, growing up, was Blackpink's Lisa, also Thai, also someone who had left home young for Seoul and proved that it was possible. For a girl growing up in Thailand, Lisa was proof that it was possible. That was enough. In 2021, she walked into a YG Entertainment audition and performed In the Name of Love. She was 12 years old. She got in. But here's where her story separates from every other member in BABYMONSTER. She didn't spend years grinding through evaluations like Ruka, who trained for 6 years. She didn't work her way slowly through the system. She started training in March 2021, and just 3.5 months later, in July, Yang Hyun-suk watched her end-of-month evaluation video and put her in the BABYMONSTER project immediately. Yang Hyun-suk's own explanation was direct. She has no fear. I wanted her to be part of the project right after seeing her first monthly evaluation stage. No fear. That's the thing. Not perfect technique. Not years of muscle memory. Not a polished trainee who had been shaped and rebuilt from scratch. Just no fear. She performed like she already belonged there, without hesitation, without pulling back from the moment because she wasn't sure she'd earned it yet. That quality is something you either have or you don't. You cannot train it into someone. She went on to rank 3rd in the last evaluation, with a total training time of 1 year and 9 months, the shortest of any member by a wide margin. She was 14 when Batter Up dropped in November 2023, and 15 by the time the full 7-member group officially debuted in April 2024. And offstage? She is a teenager who keeps her dorm room full of plushies and bright colors, who loves chocolate ice cream and mandarin oranges and hates vegetables, who was banned from eating ramen by her mother because she ate too much of it, and ate it in secret anyway. That is also Chiquita. What fans are asking for is not complicated. They're asking for the adults in the room, the producers, the directors, the creative team, to make decisions that protect a minor, not just decisions that maximize her visual impact. The responsibility for protecting young artists doesn't rest with the artists themselves. It rests with the institutions around them. This debate is bigger than one group and one company. K-pop has had this conversation before. What's changed is that the global fan base is more connected and more willing to hold companies publicly accountable than ever before. Here's what's true about Chiquita, separate from every debate and every controversy and every opinion thread online. She is one of the most naturally gifted performers of her generation. The fearlessness Yang Hyun-suk saw in a 12-year-old after 3 months of training is still there every single time she steps on a stage. It hasn't been trained out of her. It hasn't been dimmed by the pressure or the scrutiny or the weight of being the youngest member of one of the most watched groups in the world right now. If anything, it's gotten bigger. She is 17 years old and she is already exactly who she was always going to be. The fans raising concerns about how she's being handled are raising them because they see that too. Because when you watch someone with that much natural talent, that much presence, that much of whatever it is that makes a performer impossible to look away from, you want her protected. You want the industry around her to be worthy of what she's bringing to it. A part of the fandom argues that Chiquita has grown up, that she's not the 12-year-old from the introduction video anymore, that she gravitates toward more mature concepts naturally, and that as long as she's comfortable, the conversation is overblown. She's going to be one of the defining artists of this generation. That's not a prediction. At this point, it's just a matter of watching it happen. The question is whether the people around her will make decisions that let her get there on her own terms. That's what this debate is really about. And it's a conversation worth having for Chiquita and for every young artist coming up behind her. I made a BABYMONSTER fan guide. Links in the description, and grabbing it is a great way to support the channel. There's a lot more BABYMONSTER content coming.